Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Chigwell Construction Stadium for this afternoon's Subway Women's League Cup quarter-final between West Ham United and Manchester City. Well, West Ham top Group C with wins over Charlton, Brighton and Southampton, and are the competition's high scorers with 12 goals in that process. Today will be a real test, though, as the Hammers take on the WSL leaders and tournament runners-up last year at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. There's a change in the dugout for the Hammers. Rhianne Skinner left the club on Thursday, so Steve Kirby will be in charge of proceedings this afternoon. The size of today's task shouldn't be understated. Manchester City unbeaten since an opening day defeat to Chelsea and currently sits 6 points clear at the top of the WSL at the halfway stage. They've also scored 32 goals in 11 league games. Well, the team news is in, and for West Ham United, Semic will be in goal. For them, it will be a back three of Endo, captain Tiziak and Denton. Morgan will line up on the right, Hanshaw on the left with Siren and Siki in the middle. Martinez and Asai will give support for Ueki, who will lead the line. For Manchester City, Yamashita will be in goal for them, the Japanese international I should say. Captain Kasparij lines up on right with Uehabi on the left with Rose and Nak, the two centre-backs. Binkil Brown and Hasegawa will be the anchors in midfield with Carolyn on the right, Hemp on the left and Clinton in support of Shaw. The two sides met as recently as November, with Manchester City only securing a narrow 1-0 win over the Hammers side that have been struggling in recent weeks. In fact, in 17 previous meetings between the two clubs, the Hammers only have one victory to their name, a 2-0 victory back in October 2021. The last time here, there is cause for hope. Manuela Pavi's goal secured a late equaliser and a 1-1 draw. Two sides meeting today to take on the right to face either Chelsea or Liverpool at home in the semi-final of the League Cup. West Ham have already beaten Southampton here handsomely in this competition. We can ignore the 2-0 defeat away at Portsmouth. West Ham had already qualified by that stage and played a slightly weakened side. But what will be some cause of concern is last weekend's performance against Liverpool. Liverpool reduced to 10 players. West Ham twice had the lead but couldn't hold on either side. And Liverpool came away with a 2-2 draw. For Manchester City, they just go from strength to strength to strength. It's 6 wins in a row for the Citizens, including a 6-1 thumping of Aston Villa last time out. It will be a real test for this Hammers side, and one they'll be hoping to come out on top of. The two teams ready to go. You can see Andre Jürgelertz there, the Swedish manager of Manchester City, only took charge after the first game of the season. There's Steve Kirby in temporary charge of West Ham this afternoon. There'll be a lot of speculation about who will lead the Hammers going forwards, but for today, he's the man that will make the decisions, supported by the coaching staff here, and it'll be Manchester City to get us underway, kicking off from left to right as we look on. The referee today is Aid Sonnier, and we're all set to go at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. A quarter-final, a semi-final place up for grabs, and it will be Manchester City to get us underway with Grace Clinton, and we are good to go. First touch for the Japanese international Ayaka Yamashita as she goes long. West Ham recover possession early. Here's Martinez looking for a bit of calm, composure, as West Ham want to try and play themselves into the game. They've been forced and harried into a mistake. Clinton winning the ball high. Can Manchester City launch an early attack? Good covering, good defending. And there's the first touch for the Polish goalkeeper, Kinga Szemik. Launches one out to the right-hand side. Flicked on. Loose touch from Morgan. Calmly back by Kasparij to Yamashita. Manchester City in absolute goal-scoring form at the moment. Plenty of space for Uehabi on this right-hand side. Instead, It's a pot shot that's tested the hands, but no more from Yamashita. But there's an early sighter of what Asai can do. Winning the ball high in Manchester City territory. Went for the audacious effort from distance. Manchester City like to play their way out from the back, and hopefully West Ham can capitalise on that and force some errors. It's going to be difficult. Manchester City come forward again. Right through here to Hemp. He's looking for support. Crossing into the boxes, deflected up into the air, cleared for now. Man City come again. There's a little Suka-esque scoop into the area. Here goes Hemp again, trying to get the crossing, and once again West Ham getting bodies back there. And there's a shot, and there's a good save, and on the rebound Manchester City take the lead. Maybe the goalkeeper should have done better, but Kerolin was there to tap in the rebounds, and it's the perfect start for Manchester City. Far too much space afforded inside the area. The shot came in. Shemek diving to her right, could only get a fist in it and parry it into the path of Kerolin. There's that scoop cross there, and the shot came in from short. The keeper made the save, and Kerolin was quickest to react. And Manchester City have got their goal scoring boots on early doors here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. Well, there's the early team talk out the window from Steve Kirby. Their side will have to regroup, reshape and come again. Meanwhile, there's a bit of cause for concern. The treatment being needed. Looks like Asai is being seen to by the medical staff. There was a little instant off the ball in the build-up to that goal. West Ham had bodies back there. They didn't deal with Shaw. Say could continue. Just a little bit still out of it. Hopefully we'll monitor that and she'll be okay. And Sonny just making sure that she's going to have to go off the pitch, which is the usual protocol if the game has been stopped for treatment, but there was a goal, so a natural break in play. West Ham look to come again, but that's not the way to go about it. Ball straight out of play. Here's Yamashita. Now Rose going to carry it forwards for Manchester City. West Ham backing off. Here's Uahabi. Plenty of space in the middle for Linkield-Brown. It's a loose pass though, but Manchester City, as soon as they lose it, regain possession once more. Shaw comes for it and gets it. Can't find a teammate though. Manchester City being forced to harry. Asai gets the full forwards. Martinez can't control. Here's Knack. Cross to Linkield-Brown. And Rose into the feet of Shaw. Man City trying to pop the ball around. Bring the midfield into the game. Now Man City into defence. It's West Ham finally get a bit of possession in this game. There's the run forward from Martin. There's the ball played behind her. Asai trying to battle through it. The offside flag raised over on that far side. Captain Kasparij doing her job. Yamashita. Manchester City looking to go on better than they did last season when they finished runners-up to Chelsea. And with the perfect start here in this quarter-final, it could get better for them. And works it out to the far side. Deep cross towards the back post, and it's cushioned far too comfortably for Šemić. Interesting from Caroline, let the star jump in front of the goalkeeper. Deep ball to the far post. Michael Brown coming up from midfield to try and keep it alive. So he came short, but he didn't reach her. Kasparij will take this throw in for Manchester City on the halfway line, leading by a goal to nil. Here they come again. Floated ball across. Flags stay down, and Manchester City have doubled their lead. Was waiting for the flag to go up, but there is Lauren Hemp to double the lead for Manchester City. And it could very well be a long afternoon for the Hammers here in this quarter-final. This was the fear coming into this game. But Hemp was completely unmarked at the back post. He stopped there momentarily. It was just a little chip ball across. One touch to control, get it out of her feet. The finish was quite exquisite. Clinton with the assist, Hemp with the finish. And it's West Ham United 0, Manchester City 2. It's a long road back for the Hammers now. All the talk before the game was about keeping it tight. This Manchester City side have been relentless in recent weeks. They're looking to really turn the sword and make a statement here this afternoon in East London. Machita. Now Rose. Man City just playing their way through the pitch. There's Blin killed. Plenty of space on this right-hand side. Man City come again. Clinton across the face of the 6-yard box, turn behind for a corner. Tiziak was there, the right place for Manchester City. It's far too easy. Kasparij gets the cross. In the first quarter of the game. And across to take it. An in-swinger. There's plenty of height in there, including Rebecca Knack. Inside the 6-yard box, it's a deep floater. It's headed back across goal, and it's turned away and behind. It's going to be another corner. Clinton rising highest for Manchester City. Didn't quite get the fit killer touch though. Hemp to take this latest Manchester City corner. Shaw. Caroline standing right by the goalkeeper. Once again it's delivered towards the back post, and this time Šemić comes and claims and looks to launch a quick counter-attack. That should be a free kick. Referee weighs advantage. Man City could be in again here. Cutting to the byline. Good defending, good goalkeeping from Šemić. Saw the danger, out of a goal quickly. It was Denton getting caught in possession. Short turn of pace. He's been killed. Short beaten to it by Tiziak. Stampers can't get it out of the half at the minute. throw in here though. Lucky, it's all about the pick throw up the line. Instead we'll leave it to Endo. There's Martinez. Does the first bit nicely. Managed to just about keep possession for her side. All into space. And for Asai to chase. Asai just shoulder to shoulder. That's the throw in. Looking for the runners there. Or will she just leave the ball? She will play it short and they'll go again. Denton's come for the short option.
Thanks, Si.
Take 3. Looked to be a foul throw. That looked to be a handball. Instead it's going to be a throw in. Siki wants to take it, lofts it in for Martinez. Siki getting involved again. Manages to get the cross in, takes a little deflection, and Man City scrambling it clear, only as far as Asai. First time she's been able to get the ball at her feet and drive at the Man City defence. Cross into the 6-yard box is cleared away. It's good covering from Denton to the goalkeeper. Signs of life from West Ham. Now here comes the press from Manchester City, trying to force the mistake, and they've turned the ball over inside the West Ham final third. There's Clinton. Kasparov up from the back, beaten to it by the skipper, Tiziak. Just under pressure, whenever they get the ball at the back. Man City just forcing the mistake. So many bodies there. Clinton. Back it goes to Knack. Rose is the option out to the right. Everybody back for Manchester City. And there's a clever ball into the channel. Really good defending and covering though. It'll be a goal kick. Well, Denton may have been at fault for the first goal. Sticking with her player. Defending there though. Tiziak short to Shemek. Long diagonal out towards Asai. Pulled away from the marker but couldn't quite stretch out the go-go gadget legs to keep it in play. Minutes gone in this Subway League Cup quarter-final. It's been the perfect start for the visitors, Manchester City. They lead via goals from Carolyn after 3 minutes and Hemp after 8. The Citizens a 2-0 lead. It's a free kick from a foul from Kasparov. All over the back of Asai. Nice turn from Denton. Couldn't quite squeeze the ball up the line though. West Ham have calmed the waters somewhat though. Since that early barrage from Manchester City. Shaw comes short for it and gets tripped by Asai. She might need some treatment. Saw one to the top of the thigh. Asai scored a couple of cracking goals this season. French forwards scored over 100 goals in French football. 4-time cup winners with Montpellier. Travelled to Germany, played for Bayern Munich. And now buying a trade in the WSL, West Ham United. 60 caps for France. West Ham rely on her in the big occasion. You can see the leadership qualities there. Only team talk happening. Whilst treatment still continuing for Khadija Shaw, Jamaican international. Shaw, who's rather affectionately known as Bunny, is a 2-time Golden Boot winner. Manchester City's all-time leading scorer. And played in France for Bordeaux. Player of the year back in 2024. Manchester City will certainly want to lose her to injury. For the moment, they're going to have to play without her. Can West Ham capitalise with having an extra player on the pitch? Going to get the ball first. And the pressing high should try and do just that. Nice footwork from Knack, and she goes long. Foot races on. Calmly won at the back by Henshaw. Just let the foot round the corner. Managed to keep it in play as well. West Ham get the decision, West Ham get the throw in. Morgan trying to direct traffic. Loop back to Denton. Here's Tiziak. Denton looking for that forward pass towards Asai. And City able to clear. It's a nice touch in the middle of the park from Siki. Releases the ball over on the far side. Here goes Morgan. Morgan's low cross into the box is turned behind, and West Ham have a corner. Nice from Morgan. Got into space, really well found by Uweki. Defending from Knack in the right place at the right time. West Ham will look to capitalise from this corner. Scored from 2 set pieces against Liverpool last weekend. This will be an in-swinger towards the near post. Easily dealt with and headed away. Tries to get the ball in the box a second time. That's a better delivery. Once again headed away, but the clearance, the first time of asking, wasn't much cop. The second one just about did the job, and now Manchester City look to break. Charging forwards is Shaw. Had options and support. Really good defending from Tiziak. That's a free kick, a little nudge in the back from Asai. Spell of pressure just relieved. There's signs of encouragement for West Ham United. Need to find a way back into this Subway League Cup quarter-final tie. Stunned by 2 early goals. Forwards nicely from Hanshaw. Say he couldn't keep control of it. Here's Inkill Brown. Once did he work it out to the left-hand side? Put ball into the channel. Endo happy to see it out for a throw-in. All the way back to Yamashita. Asbridge has made a great run over to this near side down the line. The ball goes into the middle of the park. Inkill Brown. Layoff from Hemp. There's a nice ball through. Asai could be in here. Asai through on goal. 1-on-1 with the keeper. This to get Manchester City. West Ham back in it. The keeper, Yamashita, was there to deny Asai, but West Ham's best moment of the game. Asai's just taken up a more central position in the last couple of minutes. It's causing Manchester City all kinds of problems. And they could be in again here. Hanshaw. It was loose from Siki. Came a fair last as well. It's going to be a Man City throw-in. What a save from Yamashita. Say brilliantly turns, tried to stay composed, went for the far corner. The keeper stood her ground, stood tall, made the save with the legs. And that's why the score's still West Ham 0, Manchester City 2, but that is certainly signs of encouragement for West Ham United. That's a loose touch. Suddenly, West Ham asking questions of this Manchester City back line. Shemik clips it long. Doesn't quite reach Asai. There's that cup to Inkill Brown. Shaw coming short. Space out on the far side for Hemp. Doesn't reach her though. Ball played behind. The midway points in this quarter-final tie in the first half. West Ham 0, Man City 2. West Ham just so close to pulling one back moments ago. There's Rose. It's a nice touch. Coming inside of Siki. Through forward for Shaw. Doesn't reach her though. Good covering from the skipper and Batiziak. Really good strong backroom play. There's Silic. Once more. Puts it out towards Martinez. So I should say that's Ueki. Popping up on the left hand side. Coming in on the right. Shots in and Manchester City are back in it. Ueki. Space on the left hand side. The front three rotating positions. And Ueki was there. Calm and composed. Guys it inside the near post. Yamashita beaten. Diving outstretched to her right. It was just a lovely clip ball over to that left-hand side. Ueki sold the dummy. Right-footed strike right inside the post. Brilliant finish. And West Ham are now very much back in this game. Could have scored one moments ago. They have scored one now. And Riko Ueki scored her second of the season to make it West Ham 1, Manchester City 2. Player signed from Tokyo Verdy, Galiza. has made an impact against their compatriot Yamashita. West Ham are back in it. West Ham 1, Manchester City 2. You can see what that's done as Asai thought she'd nipped the ball there, but that's a free kick. Rebecca Knack may be somewhat fortunate. And Manchester City caught West Ham cold in the early 10 minutes of this game. Took a while for West Ham to grow into it, but they're certainly in with a fight now, and they're forcing mistakes like that one from Shaw. Loose pass, straight out of play, gifting possession back to the Hammers. Denton with the throw in field. Man City win it though. And there's Shaw, the danger man. Shot's well saved by the goalkeeper. It's nice from City stepping inside and up to Asai. There's space over on the far side for Martinez if the ball can reach her. Just drop behind. And now the play for a throw in. Kinga Simic this time makes a fine save to deny Shaw. Using her feet to put the ball into a safe position. Now Shaw turning again, getting dragged, and that'll be a free kick. And maybe Sonne is going to have a word with the West Ham captain. It's going to be a word and no more. Really good control, completely rolled Amber Tiziak. And that will be a final warning for the Manchester City skipper. It's for the West Ham United skipper. And that's a curious free kick. Straight out of play for a goal kick. West Ham will take that all day long. And 15 minutes plus change to go to half time. West Ham 1, Manchester City 2 in the Subway Women's League Cup quarter final. West Ham trying to play out from the back. Managed to work it up the line to Martinez, who's drifted back over to this left-hand side. Long ball forwards is headed away and out of play. West Ham need to get on with it quickly. Martinez hasn't really been able to get involved in the game as she'd like. City will come again. Kasperish back to Rose. Good press from Asai. Sheeta's clearances going to give another opportunity for West Ham, maybe. Cross over the top is not managed to find a teammate. Manchester City just about holding on here. But since they've moved Asai into that central position, he's causing all kinds of problems for the Manchester City centre-backs. Nice little flick over the shoulder from Asai. Chance to get an early cross in. Get behind for a corner. Really good from Morgan. Quick run off her player. Wasn't much to aim for. Happy to play the ball off Knack, and a chance for West Ham to put another killer ball into the box. Plenty of bodies forwards. He whipped in towards the near post again. Once again, put it away. He picked up by Denton. Denton taking a risk initially with the heavy touch. Manages to work the ball out to the right-hand side though. The Siren. Now clipped in towards Asai once more. Cleared away. Now Man City look to break. Short. Up the line. Here she is again. Clinton behind her. Clinton stepping inside. Back it goes to Rose. Man City just trying to get a spell of possession. There's been Brown. Space for Hempo on the far side. It's the first time Man City have had a sustained spell of possession for a few minutes. Well, that's from Kasperish, first time ball up the line. So far, Man City are able to break through the back line, and that's going to be a free kick as well. Really good, solid defending from Siren. Standing her grounds. Not giving any movements or any ground towards Carolyn. They scored that opening goal inside the opening 3 minutes. That's a short ball forwards though. There's Hemp poking the ball inside. And City are there first as well. Here's Kasperish. It's a clever ball into space behind the West Ham back line. Chance maybe to get a cross in. Oh, that's a lovely bit of footwork. Shot straight at the goalkeeper. Asagawa did really well to sell the dummy. Shaped to go on the right, checked in on the left. But the shot in the end was far too easy for Shemek. Man City have responded well to conceding that West Ham goal. Azul Harby with the throw-in. Just waited for it, and Asai is asking the questions. Yamashita well positioned out of her goal to clear it away. I sense there's another opportunity here for West Ham before half-time, but right now they've got defending to do, but short in an offside position. Sailed straight out of play, disappointing. Clip ball forwards down the line towards Shaw, headed away. Towards the left-hand side. There's a slip and a mistake. Chance for Carolyn to get the ball across. Good recovery. Another play for a throw-in. Denton with the slip initially. But back to recover. Man City with a throw-in. Deep into West Ham territory. Kasperish wanted the return. Instead it's back with Rose. Asai putting the press on. Knack to be on her toes. There's Hemp. Holds off one challenge. He does really well to skip past two more. Man City have got 4 forward here. Can't get the ball in the box. West Ham defending well. That's from Morgan. Back towards Asai, trying to use her strength. Wants a free kick, referee not interested. Into the final 8.5 minutes of this first half. It's a loose touch. It could be on here for West Ham, but as soon as they lose possession, Man City get it back again. There's really good footwork, and the shot just past the post. It's Carolyn again. Initially lost the ball, made sure she won it back, and then just kept going. Brushed aside Siren. Did it take a little nick through there off Tiziak? It's gone wide of Shimmick's post anyway. It will be a goal kick. Siren back to the goalkeeper. Really good hold-up play from Uweki. He's got West Ham United back into this one, and there's Uweki again. Nice control, but couldn't quite squeeze it out to this near side. Here's Carolyn. Benton does really well to get the challenge in. Martinez. Early ball in for Uweki. Uweki guides it out towards the right-hand side. Martinez is an acres of space on this near side. Morgan turns away from her marker. Still going. There's Asai. Gets the early ball in towards Martinez, and Rose just about dealt with it. Not sure how much he knew about it. Brown gets a touch, but West Ham once again come up with possession. Lindo happy to let the ball run out of play for a throw-in. Say once again holding the ball up so well and then getting tripped. That will be a free kick. Hinton the culprit. Can West Ham fashion one more opportunity before the half-time break? Clip long into the channel. Martinez will get there first. Morgan's there for support. Back up the line for Martinez. It's a nice ball into the box, and it almost fell invitingly for Uweki. He just needed to gamble on that one. Some really good floated cross in from Martinez. Just too much on it for both Asai and Uweki. More promising signs though for West Ham United. Some really good tackle as well. Martinez couldn't quite squeeze it through for Asai, and then loses out again. Once again, Shaw's down and in the wars. It's a strong challenge which has left the Manchester City forward in a heap. And the Siren showing no prisoners. There will be a fair few minutes of added time in this first half. We've had a couple of injuries. I think the West Ham players thinking that Shaw is making the most of that and taking her time. Possession though back with Manchester City. Yamashita. Got the line flicked on by Hem. Shaw beaten to it. Then given away. Siren loses out in the 50-50. Both sides unable to keep hold of possession momentarily. Westbridge now with a bit of time and space. There's a little ball up the line. Really good battling, and West Ham certainly putting in the fight. It's a free kick given against Assayi. Not sure there was much in that, in truth. Just two players going for the ball. Put down the line early. Denton gets there ahead of Carolyn. Carolyn rubs it off her. Carolyn into the area, lays it back. Shot comes in, blocked away. Poor hit in truth from Clinton. He might get another bite of the cherry here, and what a goal! Manchester City's 2-goal lead restored. And Clinton, with the first effort, was tame and blocked away. The second was exquisite. West Ham 1, Manchester City 3. And just when West Ham were coming right back into this tie, has it been taken away from them again? Right there, Denton caught in possession, needed to clear her lines. And when the ball broke for Clinton the second time, she pirouetted around and found the top corner. Nothing Kinga Shimmick could do that time. And just before half time, Manchester City lead West Ham United by 3-1. What a killer blow that is for the Hammers. And Martinez looking for an instant response. He's got support with Siren. Siren goes down with the challenge from Blinkill Brown. It's going to be a throw in and no more. Morgan in field, helped on by Siki. Oh, in the claret and blue shirt there, Martinez gets a strong shove in the back from that header, and she stayed down as well. Meanwhile, the shot comes in from distance. It's saved by the goalkeeper, who gathers it at the second attempt. There's Verena Henshaw on the edge of the area, testing the keeper. Good hands. You couldn't find Ueki on that occasion. And those can clear it away. He came off Denton last. It will be a Manchester City throw-in. Taken down the line, and Hemp's made a really clever run. There's 4 up here for Manchester City. Early cross into the box, headed in straight at the goalkeeper. Simic was there. Not enough power in the header in the end. Was a little catch to the face, was it? The referee again not interested, and here come Manchester City with Blinky Brown. Cross is too close to the goalkeeper. It's frantic end to this first half. Forwards is cleared away and not quite out of play. Well, Clinton holding her hands. Certainly looked like it caught Ueki in the face. Rose to Knack. Zua Harby back to Knack once more. Manchester City just trying to play out the last few minutes of this first half. Siren. He's got Morgan on the outside. The first time pull down the line. Ueki giving chase. With some support there though. As Manchester City have played through. And once again they're committing bodies forwards. They try and push for a fourth before the interval. Or are they happy to stick? Here's Hemp. Nice hold up play, and she's driving towards goal. And here is Hemp striking, and once again straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. Really strong drive though from Lauren Hemp. looking to get her second of the game. It looked like handball, but the referee plays advantage. And there's Hemp through to Shaw. And once again, the keeper's strong, pushing it behind for a corner. Manchester City are pushing for a fourth. It's a really clever ball from Hemp between the two West Ham defenders. Once again, good positioning from Kinga Shimmick. Moments before, there was Hemp driving forwards, not quite getting enough direction on the shot to test Kinga Shimmick in the West Ham goal. Hemp now will take this Manchester City corner. Once again, it's a deep delivery to the back post, and this time it's a strong fist away by Shimmick. All the way out for a throw-in on the far side. Good decisive goalkeeping. Here's Pinky Brown. There's the low-driven ball towards the box, out of play for a goal kick. That might well be the last action of the first half. Still see the interim manager Stephen Kirby just giving instructions right from the edge of his technical area. Martinez with the flick on. Turn pass didn't find her though. Back with Yamashita. Good pressing from Martinez. It's a high lofted ball forwards beyond the run of the captain, Kirsten Kasparich. Will work the line. That's a nice run from Ueki. Low drive into the box, cleared away by Knack. Maybe a chance for Henshaw to get the ball into the box, but she's lost out. And Manchester City come again. Shaw in a foot race with Tiziak. Tiziak forced to put the ball out of play. It'll be a throw-in rather than a corner. There's Kasparich. Out off the challenge from Ueki. Back from Hasegawa. Now Rose. Into the 5th minute of added time here at the end of the first half. There's Hemp coming inside again. Hemp still going. Manages to keep possession and work it out to the far side. Cross into the box, it's come all the way through. The offside flag was up. And that is half-time here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. And a half-time score of the Subway League Cup quarter-final is West Ham United 1, Manchester City 3. It was the perfect start for the visitors, who had the lead inside 3 minutes when Carolyn pounced on the rebound after Shimmick could only parry Shaw's shot into her path. 1 became 2 when Lauren Hemp scored inside 10 minutes. But West Ham came back into it and deservedly got themselves back into it when Rico Ueki drove inside the near post beyond compatriot Ayaka Yamashita. Just when West Ham were pushing for an equaliser, they were caught cold at the other end. The first strike was blocked, but the second was brilliant from Clinton to make it Manchester City 3, West Ham United 1 at the half-time interval. We'll see you in 15.
Manchester City, who lifted this trophy back in 2022, take on Everton. Manchester City corner taken by Wuhabi. Headed by Everton, not cleared, and poked home! Jade Rose. Manchester City 1, Everton 0. Wants to get rid of the ball. Oh, I'm not sure she wanted it there. Miedemar. Hasegawa, surely she's taking her time, but she does make it 2. Well, she's not known for a goal scoring form, and I think she had a double take there. Manchester City looking for a third to truly finish this tie off. Cross for Miedemar! She makes no mistake. Manchester City have 3. Strike falls again to Kitagawa, who does find the back of the net. It will only be a consolation, but what a strike. Man City 3, Everton 1.
There are 19 league places separating these two sides, who are just 1 division apart. Girls needs to be careful. Murphy's lurking. Newcastle win it back again here. What can they muster up? Shot from distance. Oh, that is absolutely spectacular. You may not see a better goal than that in this round of the competition. Lois Joe with an absolute rocket into the top corner. Last chance of the half, you'd think, with Benny. Towards the area, gets past Stokes. Still going, squares it across. And there is the equaliser. And City get the goal that their pressure has duly deserved. Towards the penalty area, City looks to charge. Could be a decent ball in. Here's Hasegawa. That's just what the doctor ordered for Manchester City at the start of the second half. Wicked in-swinger for Newcastle to deal with. High towards the far post. Keeper punches. It's a real mess. It's gone in. And Claudia Moan will not want to see that goal back. Played towards Keating, who was stood with her heels almost on her own goal line. Newcastle rekindle the possession. Cross comes in. Oh, it's found the back of the net. And maybe a lifeline for Newcastle United. Switching it out towards Murphy. Good touch from her. Takes it past one. Looks to hit one from distance. Oh, it's found the back of the net. And out of nowhere, Newcastle United rescue a point here. Claudia Moan once more makes herself big on the goal line. Blinkel-Brown hits it and wins the shootout for Manchester City. Afternoon and welcome to this League Cup clash between Nottingham Forest and Manchester City. It is winner takes all for this one to top the group. Clinton has it. Has support from Coombs. Into the area, hits Clinton. And there is the opener that Manchester City have been pushing for. Clinton, right place at the right time. A perfect goal from Manchester City. The resulting corner kick is taken in towards the near post and it's gone through. And eventually it is turned in. Manchester City through into the knockout stages of this one. Full time, Nottingham Forest 0, Manchester City 2.
One time.
India.
Oh, this.
West Ham have started the season with 3 straight defeats. They've got a chance here to fire up the engine. Only half dealt with by Charlton. That is wonderful from Hussein. And the shot comes in from Morgan. And West Ham United have the lead. Creative play from West Ham. This is the substitute, Pavy. Oh, why not have a go? On at half-time and into the back of the net within 3 minutes. From Vanderleer. Opens up the space and has a go! And matches her teammate Pavy with a wonder strike from distance. Vanderleer has won that ball. Plays it into Martinez. And Martinez has found Bracero. Stroke of fortune, but nothing fortuitous about the finish. Lovely ball down into the pocket. This is Vanderleer again. Score of a brilliant goal, laying on Martinez, who makes no mistake from 12 yards. A real touch of class from the substitute.
The Subway Women's League Cup could provide West Ham United with the impetus they need at the start of this season. It is a competition that so far has been pretty nice for them, but in the league, things are not looking quite so rosy. It's a smart pass, and now to the edge of the penalty area come Brighton once more. It's a nice strike. It's off the post towards Camacho. Oh, and it's somehow got past the goalkeeper. Second goal of the season for Camacho, and Megan Walsh will be very frustrated with herself. Corner, edge of the 6-yard box. The punch from Bagley is not convincing. It's put back into a dangerous area, and it's swept home by Serena Bubel. West Ham again into a dangerous position, again towards the byline. Created a couple of opportunities, it's been blocked and it's been finished. Shakira Martinez with a goal. She can add that to her assist in the first half. There's an awful lot of attacking talent that Southampton will have to keep an eye on, particularly on that West Ham bench. Here comes that corner, flicked into the back of the net. And West Ham have the lead. Done again by Martinez. It's going to bounce down to a dangerous area. Well blocked first time. Back to Martinez, who absolutely leathers it home. Shakira Martinez, edge of the penalty area, dropping her shoulder. It's a lovely, dangerous ball in. Not cleared first time, and poked home by Fionn Morgan. Launch forward. It's a very good launch forward as well. And in fact, it's an absolutely stunning goal from Vivian Asai. It's this right-hand side again for West Ham to try and find even more joy, and that's a great ball down this right-hand side, in low, into the back of the net for a fifth. It's Martinez again.
The final round of action from Subway Women's League Cup Group C. Darl's ball. Oh, missed. That's not a place to give the ball away. Goalkeeper's committed. And finally the stalemate is broken. Gale, the sub, the scorer. They're all claiming for the ball from Gale. What a ball it was in the end. Oh, it's two. And surely the goal that seals it. Sheffield's only been on the field a few minutes.
Welcome back to the Chigwell Construction Stadium, where the half-time score is West Ham United 1, Manchester City 3 in this Subway Women's League Cup quarter-final. Doesn't appear to be any changes at the break. West Ham certainly got caught cold on this rather chilly December Sunday afternoon. And you can see the Manchester City players just feeling the chill and trying to warm themselves up. The scoreline will certainly have them feeling warm inside. Carolyn's early goal inside 3 minutes, giving the citizens the early lead, which was doubled just a few minutes later by Lauren Hemp. When Ueki drove the ball inside the near post beyond Yamashita, West Ham were right back in it. They pushed on, never really tested Yamashita after then, and then were caught cold with an absolute stunner by Clinton. And that's where we stand at the halfway stage in this quarter-final tie. Well, I said I didn't think there's been any changes, but there has. Greenwood has come on for Uahabi at the break. So Greenwood will slot into that back line and take the captain's armband away from Kasparij. Looks like she's going to line up in that left back position, which Uahabi originally was situated. And West Ham get us underway. And once again, a disappointing straight out of play. I know that's on vogue and part of the tactics to try and force some territorial advantage, but that barely went halfway inside the Manchester City half. Kasparij up the line for Carolyn. Kasparij is looked for the return. Good covering, good defending. And back with Shemek. Here's Linkeed Brown. Morgan nips in and wins possession back for West Ham United. They want a fast start of their own in this second half. Morgan just trying to turn on the outside. And yes, it does look like Greenwood has taken up that left back position for Manchester City. As Nak works it back to Yamashita. It's a high looping one. Allowed to bounce. Siren though does well to win it back for West Ham. Siren, nice footwork from her. Tries to release it through for Asai. The keeper comes out and gets there just ahead of the West Ham United forwards. Yamashita has a couple of questionable dives and use of her hands, but has been good with her feet. She denied Asai in the first half with a one-on-one save. She was quick off the mark there as well to smother the ball. Whips in towards Hem first time. What a save from Siwick on the follow-up. West Ham able to clear. And just like that, Manchester City spring the ball forwards and almost get a fourth. One possession deep in West Ham territory again. Slotted through. Hemp is onside. Little back heel towards Shaw. Well watched and covered. But it's given away, and the keeper once again to West Ham's rescue. Manchester City will be wondering how they haven't got a fourth in this second half. Martinez couldn't get there, Greenwood covering. Well, Hemp denied on a couple of occasions by Shemek to start this second half. Almost echoes of the first half with a fast start from the visitors. It's nice from Clinton, works the ball into Kasparij. Cross in is pushed away by the goalkeeper. Here's Clinton on her right foot, going for the top corner, just over the top. And a puff of the cheeks from Shemek tells you everything you need to know. And there was the save to deny Hemp. Then loose here, giving the ball away. Tisiak wasn't alert to the danger. Shemek once again to the rescue. And Clinton is pouring one over the top of the bar. And there's Asai. Was she held off there? Offside flag was up in any event. Manchester City in no rush to take it. What an explosive start to this second half. There's a flick on into the path of Hemp, who stayed on side and into the area. Here is Hemp looking for options, and now the flag has gone up. It looked like Hemp was in an offside position when the ball was flicked into her path. Kicked out towards the left-hand side. Infield towards Siki, but she couldn't get there. There's Asai. That's good footwork and good hold-up play. Looking to turn away from Binkill Brown. He does really well. West Ham keep possession. Siki back to Shemik. Denton, first time ball infield, can't find a teammate. Pinky Brown towards Carolyn. Good defending. Clever running behind the defence. Here's Carolyn. Just a little step over the ball, lost sight of it momentarily. Here's Greenwood to Shaw. Nice football on the edge of the area. Just a bit too heavy in the end. Sagawa couldn't get on the end of it. Man City win it back quickly. They want to put this tie to bed. Good strong challenge, and Asayi is going to put the pressure on. And Mashita high and hanging. Siren let the ball bounce. And here's Shaw trying to put the pressure on. Shaw brushes aside. Can she pick out the pass? It's Hemp! Oh dear. Well over the top from Lauren Hemp. And she had to score. Shaw brushed aside Tiziak and laid it on a plate, and that goes down as a sitter. And somehow West Ham United surviving here. Martinez can't keep possession. Greenwood back to Knack. Man City trying to draw West Ham forwards. Morgan closest to Greenwood, who turns into trouble. There's Knack under pressure from Martinez. That was better from West Ham United. Really good footwork as well. There's Tiziak. Now Siren. Back to Shimmick, who's already made a handful of saves in this second half to keep the score at 3-1. Switch of play over to the far side. Here's Ueki. Does really well to hold off and play the ball through for Martinez, but once again Yamashita with a really good starting position to clear the ball away, and Hemp is trying to make something of this. Hemp! Oh, it's dropped the wrong side of the post by quite some distance. From the angle I was looking at, it looked like it was going to be something quite spectacular. And the idea certainly was spectacular. The execution didn't quite match. That's the fourth chance of this second half for Lauren Hemp, who has certainly got the taste for some Sunday lunchtime goals. She already has one to her name. Ready for the thoughts of Steve Kirby. It's half-time team talk. Hasn't yielded a response yet from the Hammers. It's been all Manchester City in the start of this second half. Pinky Brown losing out, but unfairly, in the eyes of the referee, to Denton. Lovely from Carolyn, slowly having her arm tugged there. That's going to be a free kick. And Greenwood's coming across the take, and there's it, yellow card shown. Siki, the culprit. In fact, it was Hanshaw who was shown the yellow card by the referee. Say with the one-person wall. Man City got 5 players in the line, level with the penalty spots. It's whipped in towards that back post. Shaw gets a head on it and it's tipped in over the goalkeeper, and Manchester City have a fourth. And Shaw does get a goal. And less than 10 minutes into the second half, Manchester City are surely on their way through to the semi-finals. Deep delivery from Greenwood. Shaw with the looping header. Dipped agonisingly over the head of Šimić in the West Ham goal. She was backpedalling and couldn't keep it out. May well go down as an own goal, you know. But for now, let's credit it to Shaw. Manchester City have a fourth here. It's no more than they deserve for the way they've started. They've gone at this West Ham side in this second half. Now it's about digging in for the Hammers. Ueki just tried to flick the ball into the path of Martinez. This time got to be careful not to overcommit here and get caught out the other end as Clinton finds Shaw and there's loads of space on the far side. Shaw's carried the ball herself. Here's Carolyn, who stayed on side. He's got support on the edge of the area. Hasegawa looking for Kemp. She shrugs off the challenge. Pokes out to this near side for Greenwood. Delivery towards the far post, that's too high and it's headed away by Hanshaw. Carolyn, little step over, tricks and turns, fires it across the edge of the 6-yard box and it's turned behind for a corner. Siki back defending. West Ham United trying to hang on here. Well, Man City scored 6 last week against Aston Villa. They've got 4 already. And Greenwood to take this latest Manchester City corner. The last delivery was right on point. This one underneath the keeper, headed away underneath the crossbar. Hasegawa back to Greenwood. Man City don't need to push, they're happy to maintain possession. Here's Kasparij. You can see the life just sucked out of this West Ham side. And there's Carolyn. Works it out towards Greenwood, who's pushed up from the back again. Kasparij. Now Greenwood. Trying to work the angle for a cross. It's a low delivery and it's turned behind for another corner. Tiziak in the right place at the right time. Greenwood once again jogs across to take it. Max standing on the goalkeeper. Delivery underneath the crossbar, headed away by Martinez. Poked towards goal and flicked on. That's a really good block from Tiziak. And then there's a challenge, which I think left Denton down on a heap in the box. It's going to be a West Ham free kick. It was Siki who was fouled. Once again, another dangerous delivery. Poked forwards by Kasparij. Just needed a flick. And Man City couldn't get the killer touch. And this time we're going to make a triple change here. Sayi, good hold-up play. And Martinez will take over and the referee plays advantage. That's a really heavy touch. And the referee's not going to pull it back either. It's poor from Martinez. City could come again. Clinton, nice turn. Feeds it through. Here's Carolyn. Carolyn comes inside Denton. Squares it for Hemp. Hemp on her left foot, drags it just past the post. Another chance for Lauren Hemp. now we will see those changes for West Ham United. There's an injury concern. I think it's Siki who received that challenge in the box moments ago. Sayi is the first to be replaced. Undula comes on. Martinez second. Pubel comes on to replace her. And Hanshaw is the final player to make way. And Nystrom is the third West Ham player to come onto the pitch. So Sayi, Martinez and Hanshaw, who wasn't a yellow card, have all made way. Nystrom, Pubel and Wandler onto the pitch for West Ham United. And there's a ball forwards and a chance for Pubel to get involved early on. We get to score for West Ham. Sign from Zurich. Back in Manchester City with Carolyn. Carolyn's got Shaw making the run to the outside. Carolyn's going to go on her own here. Skips past a challenge initially from Tiziak. And there's a slip from Linkeed Brown. Now Uweki to Pubel. Up against Nat. Slots the ball nicely. Cut back across from Wanderer. Manchester City can clear. Here's Clinton. It's a loose touch from Carolyn. Just about enough on that to guide it back to the goalkeeper. High looping one. And now West Ham have won it high. Shot comes in too close to the goalkeeper. Mandela making a nuisance of herself. Swiss forward, just 19 years of age. Signed back in August on a 3-year contract from Olympique Lyonnais. Played for Switzerland in the Euros. It's a nice back heel from Shaw. It's an early ball into the channel for Hemp to run onto. That was the idea from Clinton anyway. Linkeed Brown to Carolyn. Clinton. Carolyn once more. Now Greenwood getting involved. Out to Hemp. Hemp going on the outside, getting the ball across, and it's turned behind. Good defending from Nystrom. Got the block and also has won the goal kick. It's a really inviting ball. Cross for Clinton to attack. Carolyn about to make way. It's part of a double change for Manchester City. Benet comes on for her, and Coombs is the latest Manchester City player to come onto the pitch. Double change for Manchester City. Hot on the heels of a triple change for West Ham United. Nice little flick up the line. Headed away, and City look to come again. First touch for Benny. And there is Benny again, driving into the area. It's going to work for Shaw. He slips at the worst possible moment for her, but Hemp, good save from the goalkeeper. Once again, Shimmick is there to deny Hemp. West Ham struggling to clear it away. There's the ball up the line for Pupil. Man City once again winning possession inside the West Ham final third. It's Greenwood. That works into the middle of the park for Clinton. Back with Rose. Yamashita always standing on the edge of her area. Greenwood with space to run into. Hemp's made the run down the channel. They get there first. Gets the better of Endo. Cross towards the back post. And the header was stretched. Off target. There was the slip for Shaw. Hemp's strike well saved by Shemmick. And West Ham with another change. Hussein, the latest player to enter the fray. Ueki tried to cushion it through to Hussein, who was beaten to it. There's Ueki turning away. Hussein does get a nice touch there. Ueki once again with good footwork. Up to Morgan. Now Endo. It's a risky ball in for Hussein, who has to scoop it out down into the channel. He doesn't give up on it though. Greenwood will just pump it forwards towards Shaw. Chests it down and holds off the attention of the skipper, Amber Tiziak. To the final quarter of this quarter-final tie. West Ham United 1, Manchester City 4. Here in the Chigwell Construction Stadium. That was good from Siren, winning possession high and forcing the corner. And West Ham get a second here and maybe, just maybe, set up something quite unthinkable. Pupil will take the corner. Now Swinger towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed away. It's back out to Pupil. There's Endo coming in on her left foot. She didn't want to shoot first time, eventually does and slices it wide. Open up really nicely for her. It's Greenwood. Now Hemp, the two lionesses combining on this left-hand side for Manchester City. Greenwood clips it over the top and Hemp will give chase. Guided back to the goalkeeper well. And given away. Good strong defending. Holding the ball up well and coming in field. Siren. Endo. To be alert. Hemp was right on their toes. Hussein losing out. There's a crunching 50-50. There's a head injury there as well. Lady Sonne showing some concern. Hussein certainly strong in the challenge. Well, Manchester City with the 4-1 leads. Andre Jeglerts, the Man City manager, looking on concerns. Swedish manager who's taken over at the start of the season and has seen his side go unbeaten under his tenure. Man City unbeaten since that opening day defeat to Chelsea. There we see the challenge which has led to the treatment for Benny. He's only been on the pitch for 5-6 minutes or so. We'll restart with a drop ball. And that out to Greenwood. Didn't come short. And plays it all the way back to Knack. Whose first touch covers to work the ball out to Greenwood. That was loose from the goalkeeper. West Ham can't quite capitalise though. Now there's space for Rose to carry the ball forwards. Here's Clinton. Turns away from their marker. Knack into the feet of Hemp. First time flick around the corner. Looking for Shaw. He might get a second bite of the cherry here. Shaw plays it through. It's just going to be 5. What a save again from Shimmick. Benny denied. And once again, the goalkeeper to the rescue for West Ham United. Benny waited for the ball to come across onto her right foot. Struck it hard, struck it true. Keeper equal to it. There's Knack. One out towards the far side. There's Benny. Across the way to this side of the pitch where Hemp is the recipient of the pass. Nice turn to get away from her marker. So 2 players around her. So it's out to Greenwood. And once more, this time she does turn into trouble. Endo with the foot in. It's loose from Putel. And Man City take it quickly. A chance for a fifth, and they've got a fifth. Fine strike coming in from Coombs. Unmarked in the area, made no mistake. West Ham switch off from the throw-in. And Manchester City hit the hammers for 5. Quick throw-in towards Hemp. Cut the ball back for Coombs. And nothing Simic could do this time. Like an arrow into the top corner. And Coombs has added a cherry onto the top of the cake for Manchester City this afternoon. Meanwhile, another change for West Ham United. Sees Oweki making her way onto the bench. An update to who replaced her. Cutel just caught a bit short there, ball too long. And Steve Kirby taking charge today. There will be some things he would have enjoyed from his side, but Manchester City have shown their class in large parts of this game, particularly in the second half. Zero Carrera is the player that has come on for Oweki. Slightly more defensive mood. 21 English midfielder. Coming into the fray. Here's Siren. Now Wendo. Movement up ahead of her. Chance for Morgan to work it forwards. Back across the cover. It's going to be a throw in for West Ham United. And they will leave it for Morgan. Did she get the final touch? Yes, she did. Goal kick the verdict. It was just too strong. Kept forward by Knack. There's Morgan trying to work the ball in field quickly. Hemp carries it forward though for Manchester City. Not many options ahead of her. Finds the one of Coombs though. Scorer of that 5th goal back to Hemp. Hemp now driving. Morgan standing with her and manages to prevent the corner. There's Greenwood. Now Hemp. Man City just crowded out there. They're soon back in possession. Knack to Rose, back to Knack once more. There's a slip. Chance maybe now for West Ham United. Cross though, knocked away. West Ham will have to settle for a throw-in. Disappointing from Wando there. He's got another chance here. Hands it back to Siren. Crossfield ball, looking for Morgan. He'll keep it in play. Putel. Hussein getting involved. Now Morgan. That's a clever ball down the channel. Low driven ball. It's going to come all the way through to Putel. Putel working the angle for the shot. Never really got hold of it. Comfortable for Yamashita. Good pressure, good harrying. Man City trying to play their way out from the back rows. Takes a risk, gets away with it. Sure, it's over her head, but here goes Coombs. He's got Hemp for support. Pass is poor though. Endo blocks it. Here's Tiziak. Infield to Hussein. Here's the final 9 minutes here in the Subway Women's League Cup quarter-final. Manchester City, last year's runners-up, on course to go through to the semi-finals. Crossfall into the box. Chance though for West Ham. Here's Morgan. Across this block. It's not going to go out of play. She'll play it back into the box once more. Here's Siren. Wanderler. It's going to be a West Ham United corner. Can they grab a consolation in the final few minutes or so? Putel will take it. Low. It comes off the post. It's behind for another corner. Well, that caught everyone unaware. That almost snuck inside the near post. I was about to say, what a poor delivery. It came off the post and came off a Manchester City defender. It's behind for another corner. Putel again, similar delivery, flicked on. Behind for another corner. This time taken short to Wanderler, and they got that all wrong. Here's Denton. Now Morgan. Chance for Siren. Stepping inside on the left foot. Man City can clear it away. Shaw. Now the break could be on. There's a ball through the middle. Good defending, good covering from Denton. The offside flag was up anyway.
Substitution for Manchester City. Replacing number 27 with number 28, Mara. And replacing number 9, is number 46.
Another change for Manchester City. It's going to be a double change, in fact, as Knack and Shaw make way. In their place come Thomas there's Clinton stepping inside. The challenge of Hussein. Referee weighs advantage as well. It's going to be a Manchester City throw-in. Down the line quickly for Coombs. And Coombs cut it back. She goes for goal. Fingertip save from the goalkeeper. Sarek has made some fantastic stops here this afternoon. And had to be alert again here. That was going in. taken short. Whipped in to the box. Defended well. And West Ham break. Keeper's a long way out of the goal. A chance for Wendler to make it 5-2. Good save from the goalkeeper. Wendler again, back to the edge of the area. There's Denton. It's twice the Manchester City shot stopper has denied West Ham United on a 1-1 break on goal. They say in the first half, and Wandler just a couple of moments ago. Here is Wandler again. Back to Tiziak. Now Morgan. Endo manages to hold off Greenwood. It's just got too much on it. It's going to trickle through to the goalkeeper. Wandler held off Coombs. Right at the goalkeeper, who once again made herself big. Bounces through. Endo skips past the challenge. There's a nice ball forwards as well. Endo's carried on her run. Wandler's going on her own. Hussein. It's a difficult pass for her to try and take into her stride. Now Morgan. City with Rose. There's Denton getting a foot in. Tries to release Wandler once more. Didn't quite get the pass right. It's Clinton who scored the goal to make it 3-1 just before the half-time break. Killed off any momentum West Ham had in the game at 2-1. They were very much in this tie, and it quickly went away from them. Into the final 2 minutes at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. West Ham United 1, Manchester City 5. This Subway League Cup quarter-final. The winners will face the winners of the game between Liverpool and Chelsea. I can tell you it's likely to be Chelsea. They're 9-1 up against Liverpool. No penalty there as the cross comes in. Header from Clinton just past the post. She'll need to double her tally. Tiziak with the initial challenge. Clinton's header. She raised above Hussein. Couldn't direct it on target. Here's Tiziak. Little layoff from Putel. Coombs gets the foot in for Manchester City. Clinton still pushing forwards. Selwyn doesn't find Putel. She's going to keep battling. Hussein nods it back, lifted forwards. Rose is going to let that try and dribble out of play, which it does. Goal from Iweki. Seems a long time ago now. Such a brilliant strike. Well driven inside the near post. 2-1. West Ham pushing to find an equaliser before Clinton's superb goal just before the interval restored Manchester City's 2-goal advantage. The second half, there's been one-way traffic. Apart from Shimmick, this could well have been a cricket score. He's made some fine saves. As Denton looks to drive beyond Rose, who sticks with her stride for stride. And City will look to come again. Covering an interception. Ball's gone out of play. No rush from Kasparov to take this throw in. Waiting for Wanderler to get back to her feet. Back to Kasparov. That's from Hussein. Hussein still driving. Runs into Rose. Just one player too many. Rose is just too strong. He pokes it out towards Greenwood. Manchester City with 5 different goal scorers this afternoon. And West Ham's troubles against the Citizens continues. First ever League Cup meeting between the two sides. And City go and search for a 6th. Greenwood's coming up from the back, it bypasses her. Chance for Murphy into the area. Cleared away. Free kick. It's given though. Hussein sliding in rather recklessly, feeling the effects of that challenge as well. It's going to be a full-person wall. Greenwood looks like she's going to leave this one for Hasegawa. Here is Hasegawa over the wall and over the top of the bar. Didn't quite get the dip. Ball clip forwards. Wanderler. It's Ben Clinton there for Manchester City. Gets the decision as well. There's Coombs. City working up the line. Not satisfied with the 5-1 scoreline. Poke forward, and that's going to drift out of play for a goal kick. There's Endo. Kick ball forwards. Putel, Hussein battling for it in the middle of the park. And Manchester City once again come away with the ball. Greenwood. Into the 6th minute of added time. The end of the 90. Thompson plays the ball back, and that is the end of the action. Adi Sunye blows the whistle for the final time, and it's Manchester City that will progress through to the semi-finals. They have beaten West Ham United here by 5 goals to 1. They scored inside the opening 2 minutes through Carolyn. 1 became 2 when Hemp scored after 8 minutes to give Man City a 2-goal early lead. When Uweki pulled one back midway through the first half, we thought it might be game on, but Clinton's goal just before the half-time break, and what a goal it was, made it 3-1. After the restart, Shemik made a succession of saves from Hemp in particular, before a 4th looping header from Shaw really sealed the tie. Coombs came off the bench to make it 5, and it's Manchester City that will go on to the semi-final, where they will host Chelsea. Disappointment for the Hammers, who will go again, going into the winter break in the Subway League Cup quarter-final. It's finished here, West Ham United 1, Manchester City 5.